Hey guys, so this dropped from Ethan Klein. Bad Empanada is on the run. He knows we are closing in. We suspected he had fled back to Australia, but upon further research and verification, he has actually fled to Uruguay. This information is probably shocking for him to hear, as he went to great lengths to obscure his escape from Argentina to Uruguay. George, if you ever decide to return to Australia, we will be immediately notified and a torrent of lawsuits will follow. You are easy to get in Australia, which is why you're doing everything to avoid returning. I know you also enjoy participating in your sugar daddy websites, and while you may barely qualify for a label in South America, you are just a repulsive broke loser in Australia. I know this scares you even more than the lawsuits. Why am I telling you all this? So he looks over his shoulder every day. We are coming and we will win. You can run from us, but we will catch you and we will ruin you. Have a nice day. Now, of course, did we cover another case? Yes, we did. What was the case? It was Billy Mitchell versus Karl Jobst, where a U.S. citizen from Florida sues a Australian citizen and wins the maximal amount, almost the maximal possible, getting to the point that the Australian judge literally just hates Karl Jobst, right? He found Karl Jobst quite repulsive. This is quite interesting. Now, I wondered, why does Ethan Klein want to hunt down this guy? And it's because he has taken credit for the Child Protective Service call. Again, probably not the smartest thing to do to take credit for definitely a civilly. I mean, it's almost like the best evidence you can get is admission of guilt, and this guy admitted guilt, and it's like, why did you do this? Like, even, I mean, for the clout. Just let me get, how old is this guy? But he's not married, not in a relationship, jumping from country to country, probably never will have kids. Like imagine having a kid and going from Australia to Argentina, and you're just all constantly being on the move because you're afraid of being sued. It's really weird that you would sacrifice your life and take credit for calling Child Protective Services. Like, I mean, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Is so stupid that I don't really know. So there's a tweet. Uh, Bad Empanada. I know where you live. You live in Buenos Aires. My knowledge of you is a whole lot more specific than that, Drew. You aren't very good at opposite. Like, what is he trying to be? He's trying to cosplay as a FBI agent, which would be hilarious. I just don't know. Bad Empanada himself posted, "I'm the one who called CPS." Why? Like, why would you admit guilt? Like, do none of these people have lawyers? Like, the statements they're making. So Mike from PA, there were 7 judges. 6 of them found that he should be taken out of the ballot because he said he was a lawyer and he wasn't a lawyer. The 7th judge, the one that disagreed with the other 6, said, "No, no, no. This guy's definitely not a lawyer. No one would take him as a lawyer." Like, the mistakes that these individuals are making, Frogan with the U.S. soldiers and PTSD statement is just so. Why risk your career, your livelihood? And this individual, I think, has threatened to dox people. I mean, my information is all in the public. I own my own business. Good luck doxing me, I guess. you know. But he's threatening to dox people, send their information to employers. I think the more I learn about this individual, he's not scary to me because my name is my full name, my LinkedIn, everything I have is readily available, even from just the channel description or the description on this video. But I could see like how ironic it is, right? That H3 Snark and him are kind of on opposite ends. H3 Snark wanting to be anonymous, thinking that they should be anonymous. And then you got a dude who is going to send your information to your workplace and make false accusations against you. You have a dude who is willing to claim to doing crimes, like literal crimes. And I like Hassan, like it doesn't make sense. Like, how can everybody in Hassan not have a job? How can all these orbiters, their whole job is to be orbiters? It's really, but what happens when you're not an orbiter? What happens when the money dries up from, what happens if Twitch goes belly up? What are you going to do then? Shouldn't you keep your career options? So back to Bad Empanada, he's, according to Ethan, he's running from place to place to place. That's no way to raise a family. I mean, he's like a fugitive running from place to place so he won't be sued. Don't you have friends and family in Australia? And this is the same thing, so it's not only him. There are other people in Asian countries, let's say. And it's like, don't you have friends and family in the US or in Australia? And like, why would you just uproot your entire life? Like, for me, it doesn't make any sense, right? I live in America. I think America is great. It's a lot better than other places in terms of level of freedom that you have. The guy's running from country to country, trying not to be sued. And as soon as you go to Australia, I think Ethan's correct. He is going to sue because, again, there is a case that we've covered, Billy Mitchell versus Karl Jobst, where the American wins a large sum of money against the Australian for, you guessed it, defamation. So it would not be unheard of for Ethan to sue Bad Empanada in Australia for him just to get obliterated. Why risk your career? Why risk your prospect? Again, he doesn't have a family. I don't think many of these individuals have. Denins doesn't have a family. Casey Tron lives with her dad. She doesn't have a family. Frogan certainly does not have a husband or child. And Bad Empanada, like Mike from PA, I believe, is single and no child. Like, these individuals they killed their careers over what? Like, over what? Right? Here is Denins talking about capitalism, and you can patent your ideas. Hilarious, right? As a patent attorney, I find that kind of hilarious. Now he's being sued for copyright. He's similar IP vein. Imagine, like, saying this stuff, not being able to go. So let me put it this way. Wherever you live currently, I live in the US. I couldn't imagine I said something so bad I have to move my home, all my Pokemon cards, all my Magic cards. It's such a mess, right? I have a family. I have almost a 1-year-old daughter, and we just have to get on an airplane, fly to South America, try to evade law, justice. And then, okay, he found us. Now we got to go to a different country. Uruguay, I think, is like a really small country in South America. And we can never go back home to Houston where our family, our friends, our relatives, our colleagues, our coworkers, our classmates are. There's no effing class reunion possibility because we'll get served there. It's just a terrible life, man. It is a terrible life. And even Froggen, right? Why would you make a statement about that? Like, what benefit? Like, you get extra $100 in donations because, like, some psychopath thinks it's a good idea that you made that statement, and you're just going to get clipped. You got banned off Twitch for that statement. And then Mike from PA, like, there was the only judge that wanted Mike on the ballot just said that it doesn't matter. Like, why did he do it? He never advertised. Like, yeah, why did he put down his occupancy with a lawyer? He went to law school for 3 years. His friends are lawyers. He knows that we don't sit for the bar, and he didn't even sit for the bar exam. Went to law school for 3 years, didn't even sit for the bar exam. That's wild, in my opinion. Why the hell did you go to law school? Anyway, these people are very interesting. I think Bad Empanada, there's a lot of interesting stuff about him. I don't know how much of it is true because it just seems like he might be little cuckoo, right? But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give this video a like if you like it. Bye, guys.